I'm going to call Suzie and Jennifer. This is one of my favorite stories. I'm going to prep it a little bit here for a second. The word we were talking about at the time, another day, was this word, apatheticulosis. See, now you're catching on. This is good. Apatheticulosis, we don't want to be apathetic. What happens here is the definition. Losing all desire to make a difference. You don't want to have apatheticulosis. And what happens when you're down there, I don't know if it's possible to catch it. Because you just can't be apathetic when you're sitting and you're surrounded with that group of people that just love on you. We're walking through the streets and everybody's, you're just constantly waving, constantly saying hi. It's just such a friendly community. And your heart starts growing. And Suzie, you're going to talk about this in a second. But what happened was we realized that last year we went down and we built a house for this guy named Eddie. 5 years prior last year, he lost his wife, and he worked overtime enough to make some extra concrete bricks that he was building his house. And he finished his house about 3 feet high off the ground, the whole foundation. And that's it. 5 years of work, 3 feet high, that was his house. And he was living in an outhouse, basically, a pile of rock and a mattress. And so Servant's Heart said, we want to help Eddie. And so we went down, and in that week, we were able to build a house and finish from 3 feet up, and then a roof got on it, and it was amazing that we could build a house that fast with our group, and Eddie was crying, and we did a special service with him and sang and prayed, and it was amazing. But to go back this year and to say, can we go see what Eddie's doing? Can we go meet him? And Suzie and Jen, this is your first time going, and they jumped in along with some other people, and you got to do something really amazing. Can you share what happened?
Jeff, I was never so thankful that it poured as much as it did. Without the downpour of 3 days, we wouldn't have had this opportunity to go see Eddie and have our story. We had to change our plans, of course, because we couldn't do the outside construction. And it truly was from an episode from HGTV, Home Makeover, Caribbean Style. Suzie her mind was going everywhere, and from paint swatches to vision. And what an incredible journey to be on with her and the rest of the team and Eddie. And to see his joy just grow in his heart. It was truly infectious. And, to see inside of his house and the work we did to transform that into a home, and to see dilapidated lumber piled in what was to become his kitchen. And with every lift of every lumber, there's cockroaches scurrying and this and that, and you have no idea how much it broke my heart. And, to make use of that dilapidated lumber to put, ledges in his house and shelving. And I kept thinking that, he must have salvaged that from, his past house that he shared with his wife, and his inability to kind of let that go, and how much he prided himself on some of those pieces of things that we would so easily toss away. But it was such a joy to do that, and a joy to do that with Suzie and the rest of the team.
First of all, I saw the video from last year. I saw Eddie, and I was crying seeing Eddie on the video. So you can imagine when I got there and I saw Eddie for real.
Yes.
Fell in love with Eddie. Well, in love.
He wanted to keep her.
Yeah. Yeah.
23 other people said, we got to take you home.
Yeah, that man has a big heart, like a big heart. And we could not communicate with the language, but I think with the heart, you can communicate very easily. And it's like I knew that man for a long time, and I created a bond with him. And I didn't know what I could bring there. But but having to do all the house, and like you say, he has a home now, and I'm gonna pray that he's gonna find a new girl, a new wife, a new woman now, because it's so warm, and the guy is unbelievable, and I just can't wait to go next year and go see him again.
Absolutely.
And do what I can do for somebody else.
That's
Maybe
right.
the new house we're building right now
Yep.
with Servant's Heart.
Yep.
Yep.
That's very good. Give them a round of applause. Thank you so much, Suzie and Jen.